and I'm filming because I'm like, you ain't gonna believe this. Oh, my girl running behind, bro. You're not gonna. She going. I'm carrying this fucking. They delivered it to the wrong place. I got it. It's fine. I think I'm holding it. I'm filming. The chat ain't gonna believe it, man. See, I'm fucking holding this box, bro, in the G-Wagon. Okay, so do we get a Jeep or do we get a truck? All right, man. America. Wow. Oh, shit. All right, bro. Hold on. This might be the intro. Yeah, bro. Straight up. I had to put it in like this and drive. You have no idea, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We have a lot to talk about. Friday was crazy. We had a lot of headlines, and one of them was that Fed Kugler was resigning. And it was a little surprising because she said she was going to resign in just a couple of days. She announced it on August 1st and said she will be stepping down on August 4th. She is a recent Biden appointee for I believe, a year and a half or so. And it's pretty surprising. We have seen other Fed chairs in the past step down, even recently. With the guy with the charts. Oh, why am I blank? Bullard. He stepped down normally, went back to teaching. You had Fed Clarita during COVID. He was trading some Netflix stock and some other things, but he stepped down, and that one had a little bit of drama. But what makes this one so interesting is what happened on Friday with the jobs report, the BLS, and something we really got to talk about because we were just talking about it right before. So, like I've said, man, on this channel, I've been showing you even the farm. So I have a farm update in this video, but we've made it very simple to digest everything with the long term and even kind of what to expect. I'm still looking out for you guys, even if you're not members, not on the watch list. And this is part of that, man. What we got here with the Fed, the BLS, and now moving forward, the calendar up until September, that is going to remain the same, but it's going to get interesting with the next sets of data, and you do got to keep your eyes out for it. And let's see what happens with the Fed. But other than that, I have updates. We're going to talk about man, I want to show, man, do you got here? You got to see this, bro. Hold on, because see, I'm already, bro, this is the first time I went in this, bro. Okay, I should have came in here before I bought this farm, bro. Yeah, I don't know if you got the good view, but yeah, you got to come in here before you say you want to sell the long term. All right, I got a little carried away with the barn thing, but it's shady under here, man. So Friday was a crazy day. There was a lot that happened before you got the announcement of Kugler's resignation, and it started with the jobs report, and it was a bad jobs report. It came in slightly below expectations, and the number for this month, that wasn't the big deal. The issue was the revisions, and it was a really big revision down for the last 2 months. And pretty much it made those jobs numbers look very weak. I even said, if you want any other way to frame this, how would the market have reacted in April, May, and June if you had numbers that came out that low? You would flip out. So this was a big deal just at the data level. Then we'll talk about Trump and the reaction and all of that. But the funny part, we brought it up on the watch list the night before. I was just talking about how, Donald Trump learns tricks from Biden and Biden learns from Trump. And we've seen that a lot. And I said, I want to put it past them. We talked about the data being faked, and the irony is that the next day we get this number, and then Trump is like, it's fake. It's a sham. And then there wasn't an announcement of firing, but pretty much fired her because then we heard that the number 2 in charge is now going to be the head of the BLS, the BLS acting chair. So this is what started it on Friday, the data. We're going to digest this all even for August. That's why I'm saying, and make no mistake, the market, we are following those key dates, but pretty much you get the next couple weeks following post earnings, and you're going to get 2 big sets of data. And then it's now until September and the SEP, September 13th. So that's all of what we're waiting for right now. But this is getting interesting because you're getting drama with the BLS over the jobs. But make no mistake, in the next week or so, you're going to get the BLS reporting the CPI. And now you're getting this shakeup and all of that. So the word we got to talk about is credibility, my friends. This is where it all stems from. But then, okay, my arm was getting tired. But yeah, so that's just the short term for the BLS. But now what I mean, even with credibility, you got to think about it. whether you want to acknowledge it or not, there's already been a credibility crisis over the last couple of years, and even I'm sure as we learn more and see where the economy goes and ultimately ends up, you're going to learn more and more. And all of this will come to light. And that's why it's just like, when it's all said and done, we've been playing this game. And now it's like, no matter what, with rates, jobs, the economy, think about it, not just the short term, but people are going to question it. If you're getting shakeups, firing, why didn't Donald Trump fire this lady if she was an appointee? Why did he wait 7 months? People are going to ask these questions regardless if the jobs number comes in good or bad now. It's always going to have this asterisk and question mark. Again, I've been putting that there on Biden, whether people wanted to or not. But do you see what I'm saying? The word is credibility. I encourage you to leave the politics out of it, because now that's going to be the challenge moving forward, observing the data and what's like really going to be happening. So I do think we got a nice little window between now and September. So again, all of you members, non-members, you should be prepared. So that's that. And then Friday, whether you have Russian subs, bro, like some nuclear stuff, that was crazy too. So yeah, the next thing is farm, baby. So that's what I got to talk about for the market and all that. So now, if you do care about the farm, the update, the meetup, all that, I could. Oh man, I learned a lot already. We made some moves. So yeah, look, I'm driving. I'm gonna just drive to the next unit, and we can have our little conversation there, because I want to talk about the farmhand. So that was the priority. Again, we can't get animals or do anything. And y'all reached out, bro. And man, y'all are crazy. You are just like me, man. And I don't know if that's good or bad, because y'all are really just down to like move out to California and raise some animals. So here's the deal. I got to meet some of y'all, because I saw all these applications and emails. I hope I don't run over right now. I'm gonna go in the garage, bro. But I liked it. I like what I saw, and that's why I'm just thinking. And after planning a little bit more, share some of these details with you guys too. It's just like, well, we might as well have like interviews when we all meet. So if you are interested in the farmhand, you're just gonna come out on the first time, pretty much end of August, and yeah, plan for that. So I'm in the crib. I'm in your house right now, bro. But that's the first thing, and that's the first update. And now let's talk about costs as well as who could come. And listen, bro, I don't know. I thought I'm good. I'm glad I could put it in this video, especially if you like watching along, bro. Cause like, man, I love everybody, and God is good. So, first and foremost, all the time, baby. And yeah, so everyone's forgiven. I don't really hold grudges, like for real, for real. You have no idea, bro. And the Lord loves all of you. I know. See, I said cuckoo, but God, bro, he don't feel me. So that being said, I feel like we should always have a stand. I want a standard that my mom has. We should always have a high standard and know what it is. And come on, bro, you know what to do, and to act and behave and live up to your potential, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I also believe that you should have forgiveness, like a hippie. See, look, we're already getting this stuff. I already got floors in this, man. You know that? I don't know if you noticed too. It's all painted. It's a lot brighter. So yeah, bro, see, making some moves. But yeah, that's how I feel. So I'm down for anybody to come, bro. Even then, like some of our plans, monetization, if we even do Airbnb stuff, it's like, bro, I'm not. This is an open environment. Like that's what I'm trying to do for the people. But at the end of the day, for what we're gonna try out, especially with our community, there is standards. There's like a set of things. So the first thing I will say, there is going to be one group of people who gets priority, and it's going to be the stream alerts, because we talked about this years ago, and I know it took a long time, and that's why too some of you have interacted. Like at this point, you've interacted with me for such a long time. You know how I operate, the timing, and that's why I say now is not the time to even rush. We're gonna move slow, step by step with this whole process, but it's gonna work. Is this a Modelo, bro? This is not in the White Claw. This is not mine, bro. I was like, what? That's Lord. He already broke the rules, but I'm gonna have to re-bless it anyway. But yeah, but you get what I'm. Yeah, so I think you guys get it. We're gonna move and operate in a certain way, but the stream alerts, guys, we had this goal and we did it. So this is number one. I want to do more and I want to see where this leads, but also too, like it took us so long because this isn't easy. And even as a player, you get what I'm learning from. Oh, dude, it's a lot. So that being said, stream alerts will get a certain first level of priority, but you still got to kind of meet the other requirements, whether or not you have the stream alerts. And the number one, this should is technically now number one, whether you get priority, I guess stream alerts is giving you priority review access.
but do you have a long term? And do you not? That showed you guys the floors, right? Yeah. See, remember? I don't know if you saw these when they were carpet. We need a screen door on there. Was it Rapunzel? This is getting weird. Anyway, so get a long term. That's what you need. Otherwise, you don't have a long term. Why do you want to come here? If you don't have evidence of a long term, I don't care if you sold your long term because you had to do something, but did you like rebuild? Do you have it? Like, you know what I'm saying? How did you like? Why do you want to come here? How did you get involved? And I say this again, long term, bro. What do I get out of it, bro? This is our mission. The long term is going to help you all. The more you have, it's like for real, bro. Save and hold good things. So that's like something I think a long term will get you a lot of access in life in many ways. But even here, I think that is one of those base level requirements because that's what we do. That is the whole idea and channel here. So you need a long term, and then the final thing, obviously, we have co real estate. We have all of these people who a lot of them were stream alerts in the beginning, and or they were on the stream beginning and they listened, they got into real estate. So we got a dope team, and I also think any of you who have bought a home, I don't care how you bought the home, yeah, that's your long term. So maybe that's what I'm saying. You sold your long term, bought a crib, bro. Like, let me see it. Yeah, if you're a homeowner, bro, and your long term was able to get to these goals and do all that, bro. I'm a big fan of that, and that's what I want. Or if you're in real estate too, but obviously we have our team we're going to prioritize. But even if you're in any sort of real estate, we'd like to welcome you in here too. Like I'm saying, I want this to be a good place and productive. So there's that. Now, how do we make money? What is it all going to cost? So we've learned a couple of things setting it up, man. That's why I don't know. How do you even like these videos if I might have to give you some stock videos in the beginning and the farm updates, or if you want these separate. But it's hot. Long story short, bro. Yeah, I might have. Let me rest the arm. Yeah, bro, this one of them Jonah trees. Y'all don't feel me, but yeah, man. So I'm at the horse stable thing, but yeah, we got to talk about money, cost. Like I said, it's for the people, but you saw me put the long term down, and obviously there's cost. I've already spent a lot of money setting it up, but we have a plan. Okay, fact of the matter is, from the get go, the long term, the goal of purchasing a home, we had a plan with equity, making sure it's a good deal. So I believe this property has equity, as you see. We're already adding value to it. Some of these clips I'm gonna show you in the video, I'm setting it up already, and I'm not even done. And while I'm streaming, other people are gonna finish it up, and we're gonna have this thing ready to go. I have my priority for the cult and the people, but the same thing we're doing utility wise, it's gonna be ready to go to either rent or flip. So that's why we have some of these plans and I'm trying to work it out. So the goal I have in mind is as many people as possible, but we want to do it in the right manner. And obviously there's things we got to manage. So I was talking about cows. I'm going to buy cows. I am. And I don't know. Do you guys want a mini cow? I'm going to buy a mini cow. You let me know. And then I want cows to like cook. I want to see if I raised the cow, fed it the best things, and raised it myself, like what type of food it would taste like, as well as growing like other fruits and vegetables. So that's part of like what I want to do and what I want to get into. But I was talking about this idea, and this we could put the horses here. There's another one. I think the cows would go where I was just filming the other video, or here, let me go to the other stable. And like all these things I'm showing you, this is stuff of what for both utility purpose, and then we're going to talk even like making money. But I'll just drive there. I was talking about this idea and I was streaming someone, and I was saying, I was like, bro, a Wagyu cow costs like 10K, and then you got to raise it for like a year or two, and then yeah, we give it to a butcher, and then you cook it up. But we'll see. And I was talking about this. I say I have a couple friends. I already have two people who want to put a cow on here, and I want at least one of my own. And I was talking about this, and they were assuming I was saying like Chad is gonna spend 10K for cows. No. So listen, man, if any of you are balling like I got two guys, they're balling. One of them is a builder. He's going to be helping me with this. So he's going to get a cow on. He's going to pay 10K. Like, we're going to be able to have like 10 of them. If you want that and want to do that, yes, that's going to be 10K. If you want your own cow and want us to raise it, like, I think that's just a really rich premium person thing if you're into that. Again, and you know what? When I will share my own cow with you when y'all come here for Thanksgiving and everything. Again, if all of this stuff, ends up working. So now I'm at the other barn already, but yeah, I showed you guys this one in the other video. So that's number one. But without that, I'm thinking
pretty much 1 day or a 2 day pass is going to be about $50. That is what I'm assuming per person. Now, I don't know if that's a lot or not, but for the rent and like the Airbnb stuff, this thing goes for a lot. That's why I'm saying we kind of already have our backup plan. I'm not expecting for this to be a profitable chat venture, but like I'm saying, I want to be productive and see what we could do with all of this. And again, and even why people would want to even get involved. We could talk about that too. So that's where I'm thinking price in terms of coming here, but then the other problem, background check and transportation. We're planning on covering all of that, but your first time here, you are going to need a background check, and that's going to cost anywhere from $100 to $250. I've been talking with companies and people I've already used in the past, so that's going to be there. If we already know you and stuff like that, then that's going to be a lot easier. But that's the only dilemma in terms of that. Now, here's what I'm saying though. I think we get the right people. We have already put a lot towards these resources, and I am down to, if you don't see that at this point, I'm down to commit to some JVs with the right people, doing, with the right thing. And we already want to use it within this context and framework and see what we could create. So, that being said, dude, there's a lot of ways to make money off this. One thing, somebody who does the animals, if you want to rent out stables, that is a venture right there that could cover half, if not all, of the mortgage on this property. And would, again, I will give you the land, you run it all, you give us whatever cut, but at the same time, you could get paid off of it too. If you could make a business on this land, I don't give 10% is my thing. That's all. But at the end of the day, or whatever you feel is necessary in terms of, like, again, contributing, and let's create something, man. And we could create dope cows. I think those are going to be expensive. I don't think that's going to be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of various ways, even Airbnb, like I'm saying, we already have other units. We could build some other stuff. Like, yeah, we could have it for the cult, but dude, I'm down to let one of y'all just be an Airbnb manager. You run this thing like your own little mini hotel. You get paid 20% like any other Airbnb manager. Again, like I'm saying, we could get creative. There's a lot of different ways to both make money and get involved in all of this. So I like that. Somebody brought up the Bitcoin mining. I mean, like I'm saying, I'll give you the land. I'll pay for energy. You set it up? What are we looking hardware? Again, data center. You tell me, bro. So, like I'm saying, if you want to do JVs and stuff like that, that would be the reason why. Or again, if this is, some of you have not been as involved in the same way, but if this is your home and you've spent time online with us in a home community like that, now we just have a place. So, like I'm saying, I want security, I want safety. There should be a standard for who's coming and why. Like I'm saying, because for me personally, and having this, I've already planned out the financials. I want to maximize it. I think we can make way more off of it, but it already has equity too. But I'm thinking, man, I would love at minimum, I would at least come here once a month to at least pray and hang out with my friends. I could say that at minimum, if not a lot more. And the more we do, and the more productive. Like I'm saying, it's a lot of land, and we are putting in work already. We got a big push done, and I'm willing to do more. But let's get ideas and the right people. And yeah, so it took us 5 years to get here. I'm high at this point. That's why I'm filming the rest of this in the car. It's beautiful though, man. It took a while to get here, and it's even like different than, we wanted LA at first, bro. It's like something in the hills, like, nah. So it's amazing, bro, and I love all of it. But that's what I'm saying. We're gonna move into it. Some of you may not like even what I say here. You're gonna find a way. Oh, is this, is that? But I know some of you have been with us for a long time. You get it, man. And let's move into it. Let's see what this creates, and if it rolls out slow and smooth and it's dope, oh, dude, I'm dead. There's no limitation, my friend. And other than that, though, this is an example I want to show to everybody in business and real estate. We can do everything, Airbnb, all of that. And yeah, there's so many things. So you let me know too. Let me know if I even missed anything. But yeah, the whole point, and like I'm saying, like, man, even like $50 a day and being involved in these projects, it's like this whole community, bro. It's never been a one-way street. You help me, I help you. I love you guys. And that's why I'm saying we could work together in ways. And if a $50, $100 for a day, a weekend, whatever it may be, dude, what can you provide? Can you help us cook? Can you make a meal? Do you got an idea? Like I'm saying, I feel like the bar and standard,
I have a higher standard in a lot of things, but monetarily, I think talent and people are way more important, and the right ones. That's what I'm saying, genuinely. And why though? Like, so if money's ever an issue, you talk to me, bro. Especially if we're saying you have the long term with whatever you have had, you have tried your hardest, and you have still fulfilled the standard and are growing and getting away little by little from any sort of oppression of finance. Stop it! So yeah, bro, amen. That's why. So yeah, that's how I feel towards it, and I think a lot of you agree with me too. So I love it, and I love you, and I look forward to seeing what everybody brings together, right, people, man. So we'll find out, and at the very least, we'll document it. I think you guys are gonna learn some stuff. So I guess I don't know where I'm gonna. I have videos, random clips, again, Airbnb, and I guess where. Let me go somewhere else, and I don't know if I'll have to do this another day, but this is a long weekend, bro. Bro, damn. Amazon driver left the packages out. See, this is what it would look like maintaining. See, stocks, you don't gotta do none of this. Dog, it's even in the driver's seat. Come on. All right, so this is one view of it. All the empty boxes. But this is how it looks like when you take it out of the box. But pretty much, this is everything you would need for an Airbnb. We bought the exact same thing. So everything for the unit behind me, that's in that house. I'm gonna take this one to the other unit. But yeah, that's why. So how we're even gonna furnish the compound, like I said, we're gonna use it for us. If that doesn't work, I mean, the utility wise, the standard, all of it, it's just gonna be for an Airbnb at worst, or like I said, flip if that does not produce. But the other part of this, like, bro, driving up the fucking mountain, boxing, all this. I'm enjoying it. There's a lot, I didn't expect that I was going to be like fucking lifting shit right when I got here. But this was, like I told you guys in the beginning, I used to like manage all my properties. It's all doable. Like if you want to do this, if you have the time, and just whether you're making your own Airbnb, a rental, this is the real life of this is different than like long-term checking fidelity. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is something that I think is doable, but eventually you'll get into scale and other stuff, and you'll, have other people. And too, we're not doing all of this. So I just have all this stuff ordering until we get things ready, but we're going to organize it, get it ready. Then we're going to get a task rabbit, hire some other people. If you guys want to come help out, I don't know. I want to have you guys come check out, and then we'll get into the co-working stage of anything. But yeah, man, here it is. So it's a lot, man. I'm tired. Boop. Yeah, bro. Now I'm ghost riding the whip, bro. Cause look at that shit, bro. You serious? It barely fit, bro. It looked a lot. The other view, I'm about to hit my head, bro. See, y'all don't feel me. Okay, so now we on the prayer mat building the lamps. So I love these. I actually have these at my crib, and like you just put them outside. They're great. But I had a great idea, Chad. We have a lot of acreage, and all of you are going to come here, and you each get a lamp, and you place it somewhere. And that's just one way you are going to leave your mark. Man, child of the light, bro. So yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Look, this is different than any of the other clips. There's more stuff than you're going to see from the other clip. But I think I'll just sum up what I've learned so far in a week. I still got to get you guys the financial video too. Like I'm saying, bro, it's a lot from, I want you guys to see the info with the long term, give you the video. And I want this set up. I want to meet y'all. Y'all want to see me do it right. So, but at the end of the day, I did learn a couple of things so far, and like 3 big things. Number one, the dust settling, bro. I talked about this on stream, but this is like a concept, MVO, as usual by MVO, UNH, UPS. We've seen it a lot with even Netflix and Meta. When stocks drop, a lot of times, even after earnings, and everyone's like, should we buy, or a big event? They want to buy right in the moment of it. And I always say, let the dust settle. Well, yeah, I learned that in real life, bro. I haven't got the ATV car, bro. I be taking this thing, bro. And if I drive down, it's ironically enough, when it's going down, if I do it, oh man, I learned this very hard. I was going too fast. I stopped, and I got out of the car to go into the unit, and then I just the dust in it settled. You got to wait a little bit, or until you get the right tool, I guess. But Yeah, that was the first thing I learned. The second thing I learned is that going back sucks, bro. You know that? So get a long term for real. And you will make mistakes, options, short term, other bad decisions, ladies, liquor, leverage, you name it. But at the end of the day, bro, like get your long term, your 10%, always move forward, please. I've learned this from the farm, man. Because going back sucks. This is huge. Like I'm saying, bro, how far this is. I was working on some things or moving some stuff, and I drive from one place to the other. And if I forgot something that I didn't prepare, man, it was just annoying, and it was a lot of effort and work. It didn't change anything. I still did what I wanted to do. I got to where I was going, and I think you'll be the same. My arm got tired, but yeah, you'll get to where you're going, man. We're not worried about that, but going back sucks. A lot of effort, time. I definitely learned that. But yeah, that even relates to the other point. It's just like, dude, straight up, you could get any, like, even with the car, different tools, because I'll try to do stuff before people got here, or like different things at different times. It's like you could get things done, man, and you could always get things done. You're just gonna waste a lot of energy. So like you could always get things done, but the right tools go a very, very long way. I've learned that, baby. And then the birds, bro. See, I don't know. I don't even know. It's just what y'all gonna. I wish, man, you gotta see this, bro. Let me show it to him, Chad. Why we gotta keep it a secret, bro? I'll put it on Airbnb. Let's go. We could even. I'll make money. I'll put it on Airbnb, bro. You have. It's beautiful. I love it. I didn't mean. But anyways, bro. The birds, dude. I wanted to show you, man. I love them, and they're all the same. I'm making friends out here with the animals already. The bunnies and it's the same ones, bro. I'm used to city. I feel like they're so impersonal in the city. Out here, bro, I feel, but not like so. This is what I'm saying. Ideas, bro, and I don't know who's down with this. I heard somebody talking about they created a garbage dispenser, a garbage can that dispenses food for crows, and it cleans up. Yeah, I want to train, man. Anyway, so but that's what I learned and got me thinking about. So, yeah, Chad, I don't know how you feel about all of this and everything in this video, but you know what? I love all of you regardless, and to God be the glory. And yeah, man, I'll see you soon.